Now, page 4, the modern take-it-or-leave-it Democrat Party. The party of FDR and JFK is becoming so radical and so intolerant of anyone who disagrees with a far-left agenda that it's becoming clear that there is no room for any form of dissent. Barack Obama is a master at slickly forcing his ideology down the throats of fellow Democrats without them even tasting the poison contained within his radical anti-constitutional agenda. And Obama is going nowhere. He's going to continue. Mark my words, he will continue to be at the vanguard of Democrat policy, both publicly and maybe more importantly behind the scenes. However, Obama aside, the public face of the modern Democrat Party has a not-so-slick side to it. And it is manifesting itself in crude, rude leaders like the new chairman of the Democrat National Committee, Tom Perez.
And the Affordable Care Act stands for the proposition that health care is a right.
Stop the tape. It's not a right, Tom, first of all. Second, this is supposedly an audience of friendlies, and he's screaming, and they're yelling. It's like a scene from Mad Max. It's Thunderdome, and he's the last man standing. What has gone on with the Democrat Party? Roll tape.
It is a right, not a privilege in this country. Healthcare
Stop
should
the
be
tape.
a right.
Healthcare is not a right. We have certain inalienable rights, God-given rights. We have freedom, we have liberty. We have in the Constitution the right to petition our government, the right to assemble, the right to a free press, the right to practice religion, the right to free speech. There's nothing in there, Tom, about the right to health care. How about this? What's more important than health care? I think food. So shouldn't every American have the right to a refrigerator? Shouldn't we have the Affordable Refrigerator Care Act? So that every American has a refrigerator to keep food in it? Isn't that even more fundamental than health care, Tom? You ought to work on that. The Refrigerator Act. Roll tape.
For everybody in this country, and that's what we're for as Democrats.
Stop the tape. What the Democrats are for is not the Affordable Care Act. They're for their agenda. They're for redistribution of wealth. They're for keeping people down and keeping them dependent on the federal government, so they will then in turn vote for them so they can stay in power. It's simple, it's decrepit, but it's ingenious, and it seems to be working for them. Roll tape.
Right to health care, the right to health care for all, and that's what we're fighting for as Democrats. And that's why we need to be united in taking this on so we can have health care for all. That's what we're about. That's what Donald Trump's broken promises are about.
Stop the tape. Donald Trump, by the way, I think in my scorecard, informal, is batting at least 700 in terms of his keeping his campaign promises. Frankly, we haven't seen him address all of his campaign promises yet. For example, the Iran nuke deal and DACA, we're still waiting to see. But overall, he's doing a pretty darn good job of keeping his campaign promises, most especially with immigration and regarding to national security, like increasing budgeting for the United States military. And overall, you know what I think is happening in this country? I think a sense of pride is returning because of all that. Roll tape.
You know what, folks? We were united, and we will continue to be united because we must continue this work. You look at their budget, and the budget is another example of broken promises. The budget is bankrupt. They call it a skinny budget. I call it a budget because you know what, my friend?
Stop. See, this is an indicator of where the modern Democrat Party has gone. It is no longer the party of JFK. And listen to this man. He is rude. He is belligerent. But this is also revealing. And Republicans should take note of this. And certainly conservatives are. But Republicans should pay attention to this guy.